Lincoln's Husker Radio, 1400 AM and 94.5 FM. KLIN presents Meet Your Huskers, brought to you by Security First Bank.
And welcome back to another edition of Meet Your Huskers. Today we're with assistant coach Craig Smith. Now, Coach, you've been with Coach Miles a long time, not only Colorado State, but before that. When you first met him, was he a guy that you thought, hey, this is a guy that I could be coaching with for quite a while?
Yeah, he's just, he is who he is. He really hasn't changed a whole lot, even back from the Mayville days. He's always been a fun, energetic guy, just very passionate, enthusiastic. But the longer this thing goes, I don't know how long I can do this with him. No, just kidding. He's a phenomenal guy, knows how to win, has had success everywhere he's been, and just treats people the right way.
In the limited stint here at Nebraska so far, what's kind of been your favorite, experience, not only just with coaching here, but just being in Nebraska, living here, having your family here, that type of stuff?
I think what you just said, it's the whole experience. Just phenomenal people. I've always wanted to work at a place where it's important to people. And when you say that, I fully understand that football is football and football is king here. But people in Nebraska and people of Lincoln are just so passionate about athletics. They're just passionate about people. I just feel like as a whole they're very genuine, very caring, always have their arms open and willing to help with whatever it is it might be. And it's just a tremendous place to have a job and to coach and raise a family.
Now, you guys don't seem like you're very, you guys have your moments, I suppose, but maybe more mild-mannered as a coaching staff. But there's got to be some moment where there's been an embarrassing moment along the line. Maybe a clipboard gets snapped in half or a chair broken, something like that. I mean, what's one that kind of jumps out at you? Is there any specifically?
Well, you should have been at practice yesterday. That's a start. But, it's one thing I've always said to recruits and people that I come in contact, in particular with Coach Miles, is don't let his looks fool you. He is a passionate, energetic guy, and he's fun-loving, and we all smile and have a good time. But at the same time, when you walk on the floor, whether it's practice or a game, it's on. And he has a unique ability of being able to chew a guy's rear end and get after a guy and jump him. But when practice is done, it's done. And so many coaches, I feel like, make the mistake of holding grudges and getting after guys, and then it carries over and it carries over. And I think Coach Miles does a great job of getting after the guys, but when that mistake is done, it's on. It's on to the next thing. He does a tremendous job with that.
Let's go a little off the beaten path here. Favorite basketball or favorite sports movie? I'm guessing the basketball is a pretty good idea since most people's favorite basketball movie is Hoosiers. But is that the one, or is there anything different?
No, absolutely not. And in fact, we had a big argument about this when we played at Oregon. Kevin McKenna, who used to coach Nebraska Omaha, is a good friend of ours, and he's a movie connoisseur, so he says. And so we got a huge argument about this. The number one sports movie of all time is clearly Miracle. I know it's a little different. It's a hockey movie, but it's the whole. That movie has so many facets about it that you got to love. Certainly, they win the gold and probably the biggest upset in sports history. But the whole behind-the-scenes things with coaches and what coaches' wives go through and their families go through. And certainly then just seeing the team-building aspect of how to build it. He doesn't take the quote-unquote All-Americans. He takes the guys that are the best team guys and finds a way to win with those guys.
Well, I think that's all we got time for. I'm going to go watch that when I get home. I haven't actually seen all of that.
Phenomenal. You can't go wrong. Get a big tub of popcorn with it.
I will do that. Well, we'll wrap it up here for Meet Your Huskers. Thanks for joining us, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate your time.
Ready to go green? Security First Bank is spreading green all over with Security Green Checking. Get your green on with Security Green Free Checking with interest. Security First Bank, member FDIC.